every time he would post something on Facebook, I would really pause or sometimes even go through his profile, you know. I panicked, you know. I panicked. I called the family and we started praying. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. At that moment, I only realized it after that he actually took his last breath in my arms. At that moment, I was in denial. I was saying, no, maybe he just fainted.
Hi everyone, welcome to Motivation Corner, your favorite podcast and the biggest podcast in the world. My name is Mpulukeng, your favorite host and content creator, and welcome to Motivation Corner. As I know I said it before, but hey, welcome to Motivation Corner, your dose of inspiration. If you're here for the first time, do the right thing, subscribe, watch, and like and share with everybody that might find this episode interesting, or for a fact I know it's going to be interesting and with a lot of inspiration. And if you're a returnee, please do the right thing, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed and you've been returning, you just needed that thing to push you to subscribe. Just subscribe, comment, and like and share. And guys, before I forget, this year I'm going to maintain to shout out to my top supporters. I like to say hi to Charmaine. Thank you, girl, for watching. I like to say hi to Paula. Thank you, my friend, for always watching and commenting. And everybody else, next time I'll shout out your name. If I haven't shout out, please tell me. So, guys, today, I'm with this beautiful, incredible woman. I met her at church. Most of the people I know, I met them at church, you know, so we are on that vibe. And we met in a modeling class or pageant class. Yeah, I think we were all in one class. Mm-hmm. The second integrity group.
The second intake. I think it was the second year.
Yes, because the first time it was Bobusi. Yes. Mm-hmm. Guys, I have with me, let me read her bio, as according to her Facebook, guys, because you said you're going to send me. You didn't send me. So, she's a model. She's a model and pageant coach. She's a mentor, a Christian mentor. And she's into Christian counseling as well. And guys, welcome with me the beautiful, precious Patience Magagula.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming. It's been long overdue, hey?
It's been.
Yeah.
It's been.
I believe this one is ordained because
definitely
you didn't even have a lot of things. Even if they came, we're like, I'm coming anyway. Yeah, thank you so much for coming, and we'd love to have you here.
It is my pleasure to be here. Thank you for the invites. Thank you for having me. It is an honor.
Yes. Who is Patience?
Patience is a child of God, is a woman that truly, truly loves God. I think that is one thing that defines me, one thing that keeps me going. Mm-hmm. If you'd ask me who is Patience, Patience is a hardcore believer of God. Mm-hmm. And I am a mechanical fitter by profession, mm-hmm. which I have left and pursued what I'm most passionate about. Yes. Which is media. I am a photographer, a videographer, and an entrepreneur.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I didn't know. Mm. You don't post about it on Facebook.
I used to. I took a break for a while, but I'll be back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So there's money in photography. Media.
There is.
Are you self-employed? You are the one who... You're like Bethany Media?
Yes.
Are you into podcasting as well?
Yes.
Is it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe one day sponsor me with an episode.
We will. Yeah.
Oh wow! Mm-hmm. So guys, you want to take pictures?
Yes.
So all kinds, like field, in weddings.
Weddings, everything. Media, graphic designing, your website designing. Yes.
Oh, wow. You guys who always leave their job and do what they love, you guys scare me. Because I think maybe now one day I'm going to leave my job and pursue this full time because it's a lot of work, eh? Media is a lot of work, guys.
I think when you come to the realization that life is useless when you don't do what you actually desire, then you will take that step. Yeah.
Like you will forget about money.
No, it's not about forgetting about money. There is money.
Okay.
Yes, it's just that it differentiates on how you want to get it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
The problem with being employed for more than 16 years, guys.
You see.
That's me. So you end up fakalela amazipho, you understand? But I think having conversation with people like you is really, really changing my mindset. Yeah. So
I am, as you've mentioned, I love pageants. I am a beauty queen. I hold a few titles. Yes, and I did enter another one recently. Yes, I took a break for a while.
Okay.
But I'm gaining strength to get back to the industry.
You're coming back.
I'm coming back. You
are not done.
No. I was not done.
I saw this girl, Vanessa, Chichi Vanessa, the Nigerian girl.
Yeah.
After we getting second place, she said she's retiring.
She's retiring from it.
From it.
I don't think there is such thing as retiring from it if you truly are passionate about it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Temba.
There's no retiring. No, there's no retiring. If you are saying you are retired, that means you can't even mentor someone that comes to you and say, teach me how to walk.
Oh,
yes.
Also, there is leaving the stage,
yes,
and going behind the
scenes. Yes.
So, but when are you still coming back?
So I'm coming back
to the stage. Oh, I can't wait.
Yes. Other than that, I am currently also working at the Status School of Integrity as the student liaison officer. So I work mostly with youth most of my time.
How is it? I worked with you for the longest time. How is it?
It is
for you.
It is amazing. It is truly amazing. I enjoy the fact that I have to deal with different characters. So having to deal with different characters at a daily basis, it just gives me another perspective in life. We can never be the same. And, when children try to look like one particular person, it becomes a problem.
Yeah, it's boring.
Yes, because, when you are created as Mpolokeng, you are that person. There can never be another person like you. So you carry that special element. So my joy in teaching or mentoring the young is for them to realize their greatest passion and their greatest strength in this life. Yeah.
I'm giving you this face because I've worked with youth and I think I'm tired. Maybe I'm tired because I'm now starting to enjoy this. Maybe I'm tired because I've worked with young people since I started working, which is 2008. Okay. I've been employed. So I feel like I'm tired at the moment.
Oh my God.
But I still love it because there's also that thing where you want to motivate them, where you want to shape. And when they come back, now there are better people coming back and saying, thank you so much for this, for that. That's where it's fulfilling. But
that is the greatest feeling ever.
Yeah.
Yes. It is a bit challenging. But hence I'm saying, if you are not called for it, you will survive.
Yeah.
Yes, you won't survive.
Yeah. So, but what really compelled you to leave, the corporate? I know you wanted to pursue, but what did it take actually, for you to say, once again, I'm writing that letter, I'm resigning?
I'm saying it's over. Okay, I think the final straw was the death of my husband, my late husband. Yeah, that's when I packed my bags and left.
Why?
Yes, because hence I said everything is just useless when you are not fully into it and you are not passionate about it and you don't even love it.
So the
Yes.
loss made you realize that life is just not waking up,
Yeah.
going to work.
Yes.
You have to live a meaningful and purposeful life.
Yes.
Oh.
You see. So, for example, my husband died in my arms.
Patience.
Yes. So at that moment, I could see it was okay. So this is what it means to live in purpose. Does this say this is what it means? Because the moment he took his last breath, it was done.
Nothing.
Yeah. So I reflected back ngempilo yam and say the day I become still lifeless like this, would I be happy? And the answer was no from where I was at that time.
But take me back because 2014 I lost my brother. No? He passed away at the hospital. I was here in Witbank. He was in Evander. So we had to go to the hospital to really confirm
If it
the
was
body. It was not easy because now when I go to funerals, I avoid looking at lento ukuthi siyobuka. I don't because my mind it takes long to forget. So I don't want to remember them in that way. Yeah, so it was traumatizing for me. But I can imagine you seeing someone like doing their last breath. How was it? What was going on in your mind?
I don't know. I don't know. I think at that moment, I only realized it after that he actually took his last breath in my arms. At that moment, I was in denial. I was saying, no, maybe he just fainted. Yeah, maybe the doctor will wake him up. Yeah, so it was not being a cliquey. It didn't say he's gone. No.
Okay, before we go into that, because but I know you as Patience Zanibe.
Yes. And people still call me that even now.
Yeah, like I was talking to Temper and I'm like, Patience is coming. And she's like, Patience but Zanibe. I'm like, no, Patience Magagula.
You see?
So but tell me about you guys' love story even before we talk about
our love story. Oh my God. Okay. It was the most beautiful feeling ever. I the first time I knew my husband, it was in 2016. The first time I knew about him, that there was this kind of person. So it was in 2016. First year Bible scholar. We were in Bible school. We were in the same class, Team Impact University. So he was just this bubbly guy, he was just, in class you do have that one person that always challenges the lectures, always make the loudest.
A lot of questions and all
he was like that, And when he's not in class, we were all bored. Would get bored. What's the matter? Where is Loaz? So that was the first time I knew about him. And then the last time I saw him, it was our graduation. And mind you, I took a picture with him on our graduation day.
Were you feeling something?
No.
It was just a classmate, that's it?
No, it was a classmate. And that's it. It was a classmate, nothing more. He didn't do any moves or anything like that. Nothing, But one thing that I realized after that was that every time he posted something, I would really pause and really look so much more into his picture. But nothing was happening at that moment. But after a while, I realized, okay, maybe God was just saying something. But I know in most instances I would do that. Every time he would post something on Facebook, I would really pause or sometimes even go through his profile, But I was not crushing on him or no, I would be lying. Yeah. So the last time I saw him was in same year, graduation night. And 2019, New Year's, it was 2018. I think we were going to a half night prayer or something like that. And he was at a different church. He was at Wet River Church. I was at Gateway Church. And then there was a prayer at Gateway Pine Ridge. So we all went there. That's when we actually saw each other again after so many years. That is when I felt something. The moment I saw him, I remember he was wearing a white t-shirt and a blue jean. Yes, he was like a big guy. I'm like, oh my God, what are you saying?
Yeah, because you are a beauty queen, man.
Yes.
You expect your...
you see? But Aisha, at that moment, he was not even my type. But... Yes. And, we greeted each other because we knew each other. We're like, hi, I haven't seen you in a long time. And then, we didn't even exchange numbers, And from there onwards, I told my friends about him. I was like, oh my God. And he didn't even say anything. Yeah, he didn't even say anything. I got shown on next, that was like January, February, nothing. March, the 6th of March. And then, it was around the 1st of March. Then he inboxed me. Mabati guys, read your inbox, reply. And
from the inbox
yes,
gang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we spoke on Facebook, and then we arranged to we'll meet on the 6th of March. And already I had besengim komile, before he even said it.
You had all the confirmations you needed.
I had all the confirmation I needed. No, the thing is, I prayed. I was praying a lot, and I think it was. I think I was in prayer for almost 2 years before I met him, and God just confirmed everything. Even through dreams. And then when I asked my mentor at that time, she was like, "You will be getting married soon." Yeah, and even at that time, I was not even dating anybody when she told me that, And then 1 year down the line, I met this guy, and God just confirms everything with him. So, mangiya kuye, bese ngazi ukuthi ngingumfazi la kulo baba.
Wow, faith like potato.
Yes, yeah. So I didn't even basho ngisayocabanga. And when he came to me, azange ngwestele isikhathi ukuthi he knew what he wanted. I think he felt the same way. So when he magafika kimi, wangitshela wathi, I'm done playing around, and I want to make you my wife. I want to spend eternity with you. Wow. Until your hair turns gray for the second time. I remember those words.
Wow.
Yes, that's what he said exactly. And I don't know what was in my head. Why did I say that? So I said to him, I'm ready to submit to you as a wife. No joke.
Have a love.
No joke. On the same day, the first date, it was confirmed, so I didn't want to waste time. There was no wasting any time.
Oh, wow.
Yes, because I don't know what more was God supposed to do. Because he was very clear. And that's how we met, and it's been amazing ever since. And he knew what he wanted. As Anka Funagum, 3 months down the line, met with his family, and then same year, December, walobola. So kwaba kanjalo nje. And then the 6th of March, when we're celebrating our 1-year dating anniversary, that's when we were getting married.
Wow. It's
This
perfect love
shut
story.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember I saw in your pictures.
Yeah.
I was upset that you're not invited me. I'm joking, we're not that close.
No,
But it was a beautiful
yeah.
Wedding.
It was
Vintage,
yeah.
beautiful wedding.
It was very intimate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't invite quite a lot of people though. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was
No,
very,
it's your wedding after all. It's not for all of us.
it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
You see?
I hope they've moved on, those who are upset.
Oh, Shem, Banglahla. I've lost friends, you know. Yeah, I did because of that. But
I wish people could understand that a wedding is a celebration and it requires finances.
Yes.
So there's no point in calling everybody and you're not going to feed
And
them.
you're not gonna, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
but also I think it showed who are your people and who are not your people. Yeah.
Because my people would understand. No, we get it. Don't worry. Yeah, we're just happy for you. So in some of them, that was not the case. But yeah, and
Now you guys are married.
yeah, now we are married. It was in March 2020. And
Just before they locked us down.
yeah, just before. Then after, like, I don't know, maybe a few days after that.
Yeah, because it was on the 26th or
yes.
something, the lockdown. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it was proclaimed lockdown. And I was married.
You went on a full honeymoon weather. Because
It
you were
was-
not going to work. Now you're like,
I'm telling you,
having to myself. Yeah.
That we didn't go anywhere. We were at home because we couldn't travel. But it was the best time of my life. Yeah, it was just the best time of my life. It was beautiful. We had amazing time together. You know, we spent time together. You
enjoyed having conversations with him.
Wow. He is a bubbly person. I don't speak a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, na shame.
Yeah.
But it was amazing. It was beautiful. I thank God,
Yeah.
for the time that we had. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
And
15 months down the line.
we celebrated our first year anniversary. And we couldn't go for a honeymoon, but when it started clearing up, we decided, okay, let's go for a honeymoon. Yeah, but not during our first year anniversary. So it was in March 2020, where we celebrated our first year, and then
No, you married in March 2020. 2021, you celebrated.
Yes, we celebrated our 1 year. Yes, yeah. And March, April, May, June. That's where everything changed. Yeah. He just said une flu, ne? Which was something that we are used to in the house. Because we're just gonna give you medication and then uzoba right and go by log. But the morning of June the 24th, he just woke me up around 3 a.m. So he just said, I can't breathe.
Was it COVID? Or it was just normal flu?
It was, the doctor said it was chest infection. He was not confirmed COVID positive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he said, I can't breathe. And I couldn't understand. What do you mean you can't breathe? I said, no, I can't breathe. Yeah. So, and I panicked. I panicked. I called the family and we started praying. Yeah, we started praying there. And I said, okay, let's go to the hospital. He said, no, let us pray first. And we prayed. I knew that he was a man of God. He was a hardcore believer of God. But I didn't realize the depth of it until that morning. Yeah, until that morning. He said, let's pray. In the time where he was having the most severe pain of his life. I could imagine that. And he said, let us pray. And we prayed until he could not utter words anymore. And that's when he said that we can go to the hospital, And unfortunately now, I think there was no oxygen anymore left. And when he wanted to stand up from the bed, he couldn't. His legs were weak and he was huge. I couldn't carry him, and he tried and I tried, so we failed, and he had to just sit on the bed, and I was just calling. I called, at that moment, there was nobody that I could get hold of. Yeah. There was nobody that I could get hold of. I tried calling his brother. The people that I could get hold of, abantu basekten, but those that were near us, the doctor, phone off, friends, I can't get hold of anyone, And my next door neighbor just moved out. I don't know where to go, what to do. And we tried again and again and again and again, and with no progress. And he just, when you're panicking, and then he just stopped me, like, okay, relax. And, the weirdest thing, he said, take me a picture. Yeah. Like, take me a picture. I'm like, dude, I know you love media so much. I know you love taking pictures so much. But this is not the time, I know. He said, no, take me a picture. And I took the picture. And, he said, call me, It's like he was just saying goodbye without actually saying it directly. Yeah. And I did just that. And he looked at me, And I loved his smile. I loved the way he looked at me and just smiled. That is the look the look he gave me on our wedding day, and the smile. And I still have that picture on our wedding day. That is the exact smile and the look he gave me when he took his last breath.
In your arms?
Yeah. In our bedroom. So he looked at me, he smiled, and he just let it go.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm the one crying.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yes, so... Yeah, and at that moment, I just thought he just passed out. Yeah, he just passed out. He'll be fine. Until the paramedic came and he declared him dead on the spot.
And then what do you do?
I don't know what happened.
You
the only
blacked
thing,
out.
Yeah, I blacked out. The only thing I remember is waking up, and the paramedic, she was a lady, she was praying for me when I woke up, and they were trying to, get me back to life. So I don't know what happened there. They just said I just blacked out. Yeah. And then they had to move me from our bedroom to our living room. Yeah. So, yeah, it's just a lot that I had to take in after that, having to experience, I was just with this person sitting on the same couch the day before, and what's so heartbreaking is that he told me a story. I always asked him, why do you love me? Yabo? And he never answered me. But the day before he died, he told me, and then he said, do you know why I married you? And he was like, I just love your character. I love how you love God. And I know that when you love God so much, you are going to respect me and love me, as the word says. And then he said, let me tell you a story of how I knew you were my wife, And he went back to 2016. And he said the first day you walked into that room, you were from work. I was still doing my learnership. I was in my overalls, in my boots. I was dirty. I was tired, But he said that you walked, you were slim at that time, ne? And he said you walked in that classroom and you were late, ne? He said you walked in that classroom with so much confidence, as if we were waiting for you. And when you sat down, he was Swati and he would speak Swati so well. And that was when I said, this woman is my wife. And 5 years down the line, we got married. So he told me those stories the day before he died. So, yes, in a nutshell. And
my condolences once again.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's hard. The way it happened. I don't know if I would have the strength for everything, but I guess God knows all of us what we can take
what
and
we
what
can
we
take
can't
and
take.
what we can take. Yes.
Yeah.
So having to see him being carried out of the house, having to see him put into the mortuary car. I mean, the inn, baby,
Yes.
yeah, he has. I've never cried like that in my life. I think the whole of that clarinet Ingswil, I've never. So it hit home, but
Guys, let's take a breather. No, let's take a breather. I had prepared some few questions with regards to that. Hoping not to be too insensitive or still respect your space. So, I must say, guys, what you went through, like seeing your person just take the last breath in your arms. I think that stays with you forever. But I love the fact that you said that help you reflect in your life that am I living in my purpose?
Yes.
So
because,
you are really an incredible woman, because someone would have been down and feel like why did it has to be like that? So man, must commend you. And he really knew how to pick a wife. He trusted you even with his last breath. That's how much he trusted you. So, my questions are failing me. So I'm going to ask you more on grief and emotions after what you went through. Like, how did you cope going forward and preparation of the funeral?
I was 28, by the way. So, I was like, God, I just married this guy, and I'm 28. I'm not even 30. And I'm a widow. Now I need to prepare a funeral for my husband. It was mixed emotions. I did not understand. I had questions. You would say, okay, why did you allow me to get married? It was a lot of emotions happening.
You were angry at God.
Not quite angry. No.
What were those emotions?
Just asking myself, hence I'm saying I was 28, okay, God, I know these things happen, but I'm young, I'm too young, and I just got married, you just had to choose for him to leave so soon, I don't even have a child. I'm not even pregnant, you know, at least you could have just waited, you know. Yeah, it was those questions running in my head, and those mixed emotions. It was okay. What do we do now moving forward? But fortunately enough, his family was very supportive. His family was very supportive because God just confirmed, you're not going to have a problem with funeral arrangements, because now the first question my sister-in-law asked me was, where are we burying him? Yes.
Like they included you.
Yes.
But sometimes,
sometimes
they just tell you.
They just tell you, no, you guys, you were still new in this.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You don't even have a house yet.
You see?
Yeah.
So the first question they asked me was, where are we burying him? You know, and I said, no, we haven't reached that stage. You know, and I think it's best to do it kai group. Yeah. So then I knew it's okay. I think God is on my side. Yeah. Yes, and I have seen the hand of God with everything that I went through, personally, you know. He was self-employed. He was also in media. He had his own company at that time. And I think we only had, I remember quite well, I think it was 5,500 in our account. And we had no funeral cover. We had no life cover. We had nothing at that time. It was still new, man. I think at that time, Gutama life cover, they take so many months to be activated.
There was no call, nothing, inquiry with regards to that, no funeral policy.
There was nothing, yeah. And one thing I loved about my mentor at the time, Watigimi, my baby, let God. It's not your fault. And he knew that this was going to happen. So he knows that he will provide everything for you. Yes. And she told me that do everything your heart tells you to do, because you won't arrange his funeral again. You won't prepare for his funeral again. So if there are things that you want to do, you feel like this would bring closure to you, do it. It doesn't matter how much it hurts, And fortunately enough, my father-in-law supported me as well. So in as much as I was okay, and another thing, Mina, I was confirmed positive, COVID positive, when I went to test after his death. So I was confirmed positive, COVID positive. So I was isolated when I was preparing for his funeral. Yes. Yeah.
Really, you were forced to be by yourself.
Yes, I was literally by myself. Whoever that came to see me or comfort me had to say, I'm taking the risk. But I was alone in my room. I was with my mom most of the time. So it was, I think I didn't find so much difficulties in preparing, because I just said, God, this is, I mean, if I have a father that is all powerful, all knowing, angeke angihlaze. Yes, angeke angihlaze, and angeke uthathe loan whatsoever, And God being God, I buried my husband with dignity, without iskoloto, and I even had 3 months expenses. I still had money to cover things for
the next
3 months. Yes, that's how faithful God was. If there was a time that I saw his hand in my life, that was the death of my husband. Yes. So everything went well.
I think that also helps, maybe.
Yes.
With regards to the grief,
It
you're
helps.
not having
Yes.
people against or fighting or blaming you for anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because now, remember, I was isolated. I didn't hear what people were saying. I did not hear, and indabas figanga gimi, I think I was protected from that part.
No, I think there's nothing that was
Yes.
said because you would have had it even now. People can't
Yeah.
keep a secret. But
You see, so that on its own, because now when my mentor told me to go all out, I went to the extent of going, prepare umzimba wakhe and stand in front during the the funeral, on the day of the funeral, to say my farewell. And I actually drove with him in the same car, like literally where he was.
yeah.
In the where the coffin was, I was seated there and just hugging the coffin. Those are the things that I wanted to do, even though it hurt so bad. Yeah. Even when I went home, I was told to move, but I couldn't. I said, I can't. Angifuni. I don't want to move.
You didn't move
No.
out of your place.
I didn't even
Why?
change my. I couldn't. I couldn't do that.
Was it maybe feeling like you are leaving him or neglecting, or did it give you comfort?
It gave me comfort. It gave me comfort, because the scent, of him, and it gave me a lot of comfort. Even in the car, there was a lot of him. Unfortunately, I couldn't drive. For a while, because I would black out. But being in the car also gave me comfort. I had somebody driving for me. Yes.
Wow. No, you are built differently. Serious.
Yes.
Okay, with me now, my brother, because I could have never saw it coming.
Yeah.
My brother would be so sick most of the time, and I'll be like, this one is going. No. And then when he was gonna pass, when he passed, I didn't expect it. I'm like, this one always go to the hospital and come back. So I also had to prepare the funeral and stuff. And then when I came back, and I didn't cry there at the funeral, while preparing. But when I get home, when I get back to Wheatbank, mind you, I was not staying with him, but I'll have this thought that I'm never going to see my brother again. And I will cry. I'm never... I think for me, it took a whole month or even 6 months. Every evening, I will remember and then I'll start crying. So for you, how has it been?
I could relate to that because the whole film would play in my head.
Yeah,
non-stop. Because now everything reminded me of him. Everything was a reminder. Being it in the car, being it in the house.
Everything. Because it was just the two of you.
It was just the two of us.
Yeah.
Going to church, going to places. We were just the two of us. Yeah. Remember, we spent so much time together.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was just the two of us. So it played in my head almost for the whole year. So I had to... What I had to master was I had to control my emotions, because sometimes I would just not take it. Yeah.
Did you see a psychologist?
I did.
Did it help?
It helped a lot. It helped a lot. She was Christian, and what she told me, what I took mostly with one of our sessions, she said that, I understand that you've lost someone that you love dearly. It was not your fault. You couldn't have done anything much better than what you did. You did what was supposed to happen. And if it was time for him to go, it was time for him to go. And she asked me that, who created you? I said, it's God. And then, who created him? It's God. And who brought you to life, Yeah. And then it was God. And then, do you think, that same person, does God still have the power to take you back? Yes, he does, because you are his. And even when you get married, you say, until death do us apart. You do not say, when will the death happen?
In 2 months.
Yes, you see. So God just called him home, and it eased something in my heart.
So when you say this, was it because you felt like maybe the time he said you guys must pray, you felt like we should have taken him to the hospital, maybe something, like, did you have any guilt? Did you feel like you could have done something better?
I felt like if maybe we could have went to the hospital, made it to the hospital, maybe something could have happened. Yes, but I don't feel bad for letting him pray. Yes, because I know that he made a right decision, he made a right choice, and I'm happy that wherever he is. I know. That was another comfort that I got. If he was in hospital, I wouldn't know. Did he pray? What did he do? And when I was with him, he prayed. I could hear what he was saying, and that brought me closure as well. I'm happy it happened in my presence, But you still have that thing. What if, we are human, you are in denial. What if, he stopped earlier praying? What if he stopped asanamandla and then something could have happened? I don't know. Yeah,
at this rate, we can believe that the scripture in Proverbs that says we can have as many plans as we want, but the purpose of God shall prevail. And he says the steps of the righteous are ordered by the Lord. No matter what you could have tried, he had ordered the steps.
It was bound to happen. Yeah. So that gave me that sense of comfort. At the end of the day, akusiwami. Bebangibolekile. Yes.
Firstly, guys, let me commend 50. Let me commend your in-laws more than anything, because it's not a lot of time that the in-laws are supportive or they don't have trauma. Let's just on your behalf, I'm just saying thank you, family, for being there for her.
No, they were.
Yeah. So before we close, what did you take? What have you learned about yourself with regards to this loss?
I think my confidence sprout out to on another level. I can say when the Bible said do not fear, I do not fear anymore. I wouldn't say, no, I'm scared to do 1, 2, 3. No. I think if my heart wants this, I won't doubt for a second. I live, in the sense of, what if it's my last day, and I want to enjoy my life to the fullest. So now I choose to live in my purpose. I have actually discovered that I am a teacher, at heart. Yes. So at some point I want to pursue teaching, you see. And I love being around abantwana kakhulu. I think that also brought me comfort. I'm a youth leader at church, but they were part of my healing journey, in a way. I don't know how God did it, but in a way, they just were part of my healing journey as well. And young abantwana, I remember they're still trying to identify themselves. Yes, finding themselves, finding their purpose. So I felt like I'm the right person to actually direct them. Do what you are passionate about. Do what you think God has instilled in your heart to do. Because it is as useless if ever you choose into yomgani. Useless. At the end of the day, angeke ube fulfilled.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how can we support someone who went through what you went through? How can we be there for our loved ones?
Honestly, one thing that I've realized, we want to promise people, that are grieving, we will be there for you. You know, we talk a lot. Yeah. So
stop. So we must just stop.
Yes.
Just sit
stop
there.
talking. Yeah. Stop talking, because we listen. We listen and we take every word that you're saying. Yes.
We become
Yes.
your hope.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, and if you don't talk out of sympathy, yes. If you don't know what to say, just don't say anything. Just come and say, Sissy, are you well? You know? Or just sit with me, give me a hug. Don't try and become the president of South Africa. No, it doesn't work. So your present, come, buy me flowers, buy me chocolate, buy me something you know I love, you know, and then just chill, sit with me. Let's watch a movie. Let's not talk about grief. Yeah.
Okay.
Because a lot of times people will say, no, we'll be there for you, you know, whatever you need. Now when I make that call that I need this, and then you are nowhere to be found, and it hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where are you now before we close? Where are you with your grief? Because it's been like 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years. This year it's going to be the 4th year. Yeah.
Where are you?
It gets better. It gets better by day. If there's one thing that I you know, I am a prayerful woman. That's one thing that I can say, that God works in mysterious ways. I have seen the hand of God, and I prayed, I fasted during my grief. Yes. And God worked in mysterious way in my life, and he gave me the peace that, you know, when he said, I will give you peace that surpasses all human understanding, he gave me exactly that. In the midst of my crying, my pain, deep down, I had peace.
Wow.
So right now, you know, I can say I can move forward, you know. I can move forward with life. Since when we started, I told you that I'm going back to pageantry. Yes, because you know what happens, you know, when when they pass on, I felt like anxiety, you know. I had to start rebuilding myself and start reminding myself
with
who
yourself
Patience
again.
is. Yes, because I totally forgot. Remember, now I was one with him.
Yeah.
You know, now he's not there. Now I need to remind myself and to, you know, repurpose, you know, realign myself with everything. So it was a journey. Yeah, so I'm past that. I know my purpose. I know what I want. And now the aim is just to pursue and just to get out of the shell. You ask me, why don't you know that I'm a photographer? It's because I took a break from it, you know, because of the grieving and all that. So now this is the time where I feel like, no, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready. And if there's an advice that I'd give to maybe someone, that, okay, what advice would you give through everything that you've went through? Would say, enjoy life, you know, make all the memories that you can with your loved ones. Love them hard, you know. Yes, fight less. That's what I can say, because when they are gone, you're only left with memories. So it depends with you. Are you making great memories, or you are making bad memories, you know? Yeah. And that's one thing that will also help you with your healing journey, the memories that you made with that person.
Yeah. One last question.
Okay.
So I always watch podcasts where they ask Connie Ferguson that will she ever love again after Shona, because we know how their love story was so great. Yeah. Are you open to loving again?
Definitely. Okay. Yeah, definitely. And this time around, I'm going all in, you know. Yeah. Whatever I didn't do with him, it's going to be times 5 with the next person. Okay. Yeah, no, definitely. Love didn't do me anything bad. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Patience, for coming and sharing your story. I hope someone who's watching out there, you got something and you are able to be there for whoever might be going through this. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. As you can see, our spirits are a bit down, but I love the fact that she's back. Like she never left. Yeah.
Yes.
So thank you so much for coming and sharing your story. We can't wait to see your photography work and everything that you're working on. Yeah, from me and Bethany Media, we're saying bye.